All right, Veronica, how are you today?
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
So, you have been with us for how long?
Since August,
Okay, and you came because why?
because my other doctor, kept increasing my thyroid medication
Uh-huh.
for years, and every time it didn't work, instead of putting me on something else or doing something else, they just increased the dosage until I got sick of it, and I told them I wasn't going to do it anymore.
But let's talk about your life. All the other things other than your medications, your quality of life, your sleep, let's talk about all that as well.
Well, that's what brought me to there, because I wasn't sleeping. I was
For how long? You just told us?
10, 11 years.
Yeah.
I hadn't been sleeping. Like, every time I say it, it's crazy when you say that, you
Yeah,
know?
you understand.
You couldn't fall asleep. You couldn't stay asleep.
I couldn't fall asleep, and I couldn't stay asleep.
Right.
And I couldn't, like, you get up, go to the bathroom, and you come back to bed, you go to sleep. Nope, I was up for the night.
Right.
And that was the way I lived for a really long time.
So how does it feel right away within the first 30 days of sleeping for the first time in 10 years?
It's surprising. It's very surprising.
Wow, this is pretty good, right?
It's pretty surprising because, like, I slept. Like, I wake up and I'm like, I slept.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I'm like normal person,
Yeah, what concept?
All the stories you hear, it's incredible. It is an incredible, wonderful thing. And it helps you, it helps your patience. It helps, you're not, like, nuts and things just...
So your relationships, you just said your
Yeah,
relationships
everything... My whole life is
have improved, yeah.
Yeah,
And when you originally heard about us on the internet, you did not respond to information about improving sleep, improving your relationship, improving your thyroid, right? You saw an ad for what?
No, it was for my thyroid.
For your thyroid, originally.
Yeah, it was just for my thyroid, and not having to constantly be on a pill for the rest of my life that doesn't do anything.
Right.
Right, just mask the symptoms
Yeah,
of poor health.
I want to be well. I want to be healthy. I want to be normal. I don't want to be sick anymore. I'm tired of being sick.
You're sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
So, in the last 2 months, what's changed? How's your life better? I mean,
no more stomach problems at all.
And what do you mean by stomach problems?
Heartburn.
Wow.
Didn't know that was going to be a plus. Awesome. No more heartburn. I can sleep. I can stay asleep. When I go fall asleep, I stay asleep.
Right.
My skin is awesome.
Glowing.
You're actually not that bad looking. You're actually...
My partner and I, like, I'm more patient because she has a job that's very...
And she said what to you?
That I'm not mean anymore.
Now we laugh about it, but it's pretty cool. I mean,
it's insane.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that I'm taking things better. Like with my daughter and her problems in her life, I'm not going insane over them. I'm like, okay, well, if that's how you want to deal with it, you're an adult. I love you. Have a good time.
Right, so it affects not just you, but your circle of
right.
Yeah.
So your physical health
is
changing how you emotionally handle stress in life.
Right. And I've actually, this sounds weird, but I've stopped shopping as much.
What do you mean, like clothes shopping?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean? You're like looking for less of distractions?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't need to do that. I've made a conscious decision.
Yeah.
Well, I'm making these decisions, these awesome conscious decisions now that are, because I'm more at peace. I'm not manic.
Wow.
That's a good explanation. Yeah, that would explain it. You're not looking to escape because you don't feel well.
Right.
Now you're okay with just being who you are.
And because your brain chemistry and your cellular chemistry is changed by the changes we've made in your food.
And I can't believe it's happened so quickly.
Yeah. Didn't you say to me when I said to summarize your experience, you said, it's crazy, but it's awesome?
Yeah.
That's how we summarize our program.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's awesome.
I mean, because when I walked in here and you said, well, you don't have a weight problem and you don't have a thyroid problem, it's a gut problem. And I was like, oh, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that just doesn't make any sense.
I really am glad you told me that, because I tell people that all the time, and I assume they're buying whatever I tell them.
Yeah,
and you're the second person the last week that said, Allison, I thought he was crazy when he told me I'd be craving vegetables. And she's like, I crave vegetables.
Yeah, I have meat. And I don't eat red meat at all. That's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And I didn't eat dairy when I walked in here. I just don't eat dairy, and I don't eat refined sugars. I did have honey. I liked honey.
I mean, you're doing a lot of good things, but unfortunately, it's some of the little things that make all the...
Just tweaking it as much as we did, and adding the supplements has made all the difference. Has made all the difference. I can't even believe how much better everything is.
So can you imagine what your life will be after a year, if it's this good after 2 months?
Oh, I've already imagined it. I'm there. I'm there.
She's excited.
Great.
I am there. I mean, and walking in here, that I do heavy weightlifting, that I did bench press high and leg pressed high and deadlifted and all these things, and walking in here and hearing that I couldn't do that the way I did before was a little bit discerning to me at first. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I was like, you talk what you want to talk, but I'm still gonna do what I want to do. And now that I've not done it and not put the stress on my body, it makes a difference. And I don't know if it's because everything else is so cool mentally, I'm dealing with it.
You're okay with it.
If you had to go back and do that, but give up your sleep, that wouldn't be the choice.
Right. Like the sleep and the well-being, the sense of well-being is awesome.
It's crazy, but it's awesome.
Yeah. and I think that and I was saying this to my trainer, I said, I think that the reason why I was lifting the way I was to get a sense of well-being, a sense of strength, a sense of power. And I got that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that from the inside out instead of from the outside in.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it all happens from the inside out.
Right.
It all happens.
And I mean, I'm never going to stop going to the gym.
Right.
Oh, hi.
All right. Hello. Have a seat over here.
She's telling us...
I'm good.
Yeah?
I've been sitting a while.
No, she's telling us her amazing stories of how things are. So from your perspective, okay, how has your life changed since
I told him you said I was nicer now, so go with that. That would be the direction.
That was the nice way of saying it. She didn't say it that way.
Yeah, I'm not so mean.
I think she's happier with herself.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
And feels healthier, definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's affected your relationship as well. It's not just, if one person changes, then everything changes.
Oh yeah. It's helped me to eat healthier, and be healthier.
Great.
Oh yeah, I've lost some weight myself.
Tell us the hernia story.
Oh wow.
Listen, by the way, I've been doing this a while. I've never heard this one before.
Yeah.
Well, you knew that was going to happen with me. Okay, so I had a small hernia, and as much as I would like not to admit it, I'm going to have to admit it comes from weightlifting. It came from picking up heavy junk.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't hurting me. It was small, so I didn't bother with it. I went to the doctor. They said, you're fine. So I said, cool. That was about over a year ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then I started this program, and it became more pronounced. And I was like, oh, that can't be good. But I was fine still. And then one day I was at work, and I literally went to pick up my pocketbook, and I said, that hurt.
Now we got a problem.
Yeah. I was like, oh, man. So then I had to go to find a surgeon. So I go to the surgeon, and he goes, have you gained or lost weight recently? I said, well, I've lost a few pounds, but I was
more than a few.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to tell him that.
I understand.
Oh.
Okay.
And so he goes, oh, that's what it is. He said you had your skin, then you have your muscle wall and the fat and the intestines. He said, you changed the balance. You shifted the balance. So now the intestines are coming through the wall. And
so we shrunk, the fat shrunk,
and
moved out of the way.
Yeah, so everything wasn't pressed on each other anymore. So then it decided to come on through. So
Frankly,
that's
I mean, when
what-
I heard that, I was a little nervous, but now that I mean,
It makes so much sense.
But now I'm not so nervous about it
Yeah.
anymore. I mean,
Just check with people before you know.
I didn't know that I'd be creating hernias. So, outlook towards the future. I mean, how do you feel about what's possible in terms of health and all these other things now?
I am not so arrogant anymore. I believe you, all right? I'm not so arrogant anymore.
We say people are experts in things they know nothing about.
They really are most
That
of the time.
is so true. It's like so bad. And I didn't realize how arrogant I was until it started working. And no, that's not true. The fast is what just knocked all the arrogance out of me, because I didn't think I was going to be able to do that at all.
Nobody does, but everybody does great.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. There are a few people.
And now I'm
There are-
kind of looking forward to the next. I told her, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I was like, I want to do Canada. I was like, this is
And
exciting.
we'll talk about that after we get blood
We'll
temperature.
step it up.
Yeah.
So.
So that's pretty cool. I everything, you know, we're in the age of information,
Mm-hmm.
and I think sometimes I love to read and I love to find out stuff, especially about what's wrong with me, and I think I almost found out too much stuff
Yes,
and the wrong stuff in the wrong way.
That's the
Right,
problem.
That's the problem.
So-
it's a double-edged sword. There's a lot of information, but there's a lot of misinformation.
Right. And I thought what was wrong with me was my thyroid. So I was just doing everything that I thought would help that. And I never heard of leaky gut or any of this other stuff. So when you brought that to my attention, I thought you're a little nuts.
Well, hopefully
Not the
we've
first
dispelled any.
Yes, absolutely.
The demons have been exorcised. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
incredibly so.
Well, listen, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
And I look forward to sitting down in a couple months and doing this again, and you can tell us all the great things that have happened from today to
Yeah,
then.
absolutely.
Jason, anything else?
Keep it up.
Awesome.